Hello, welcome to Political Science 131. My name is Eric Rader and I'm the instructor for this class this semester. You are enrolled in a 100% online class, which means that you'll be doing all of the assignments for the semester using the Moodle system at Henry Ford. You can access Moodle by logging in to your account, and you should see Political Science 131 as one of the options. Be also aware that this is an 8-week version of the class, which means that we'll be doing 2 topics every week. Now, in terms of the weekly assignments, you do need to purchase the textbook, and you will find information on the textbook in the class syllabus, which you can find on the Moodle site. Once you see what the textbook is, make sure you purchase it or rent it or obtain it in some way, and you need to make sure that you do get the current edition of the book, because that is what the exam questions will be based on, as well as all of the written work. And there are changes from edition to edition. If there's going to be any trouble in obtaining the book in the first week or so of the semester, let me know. At least one of the assignments at the beginning of the semester will not require the use of the textbook, but the other ones do, so you want to make sure you do get a copy very quickly. This semester does move very quickly since it is an 8-week term. Ordinarily this would be taught in a 16-week semester, so you're basically doubling up on the work. So you want to make sure you allow enough time each week to do the work that you have for that week. You typically will have 2 written assignments due each week. The written assignments include discussion board questions and critical thinking questions. The most common assignment is the discussion board. You'll have at least one of those every week, and sometimes 2. In terms of that assignment, what that involves is reading the question that I post to the discussion board, and you will find that week, the current week's discussion board, or if there are 2, the discussion boards, in the folder for the week, and the week is always highlighted. Make sure you read the question first, read it carefully, and it will always be based on the topic for the week. Once you're ready to respond to it, just hit reply and post your response to my question. And the rubric for the assignment is in the syllabus, so make sure you read that rubric to understand how long your response needs to be. If your response is not long enough, or it's not written in a way that I can understand it, you will lose points, so make sure you do follow the rubric. Once you've responded to my question, and also one other thing, make sure you do post your first response by the deadline listed in the syllabus. The deadline for the first response is earlier in the week than the deadline for the second response, meaning that if you don't post your first response by the first deadline listed in the syllabus and also in the assignment, you're going to lose several points for the week on that assignment. So if you don't want to lose those points, please make sure you do post your first response by the deadline listed. Again, keep in mind that that is not the due date for the week. That is actually a few days earlier. So you just want to make sure that you are posting according to the instructions. And the reason I have that incentive for you to post early in the week is because it is a discussion board, and I want to have a chance for people to respond to each other. So once you've responded to my question, you will then respond to one other student on the discussion board. You can respond to more than one student, but you'll in terms of credit for the class, your grade will be based on your response to one student, and that one is due by Sunday of the week, and all assignments are due by 5 p.m. on the dates that they're listed. In terms of the second response, you're going to be responding to something that someone else has written, but please make sure after you've posted your response that you wait a few minutes before you try to respond to someone else. The Moodle system will not allow you to respond to someone else or to even view their responses until a few minutes after you have posted your own response. So please be patient, and don't wait until the last minute to do the assignment, because then you won't have time to respond to both my question and then someone else. So again, please allow yourself enough time so that you can complete that assignment when it's due. So as I mentioned, your first response is going to be due a few days early. It's going to be due on Thursday at 5 p.m. And if you don't do it by Thursday, you're going to lose several points on the assignment. And then all responses are due by 5 p.m. on Sunday. So that's the discussion board, and again, there'll be at least one every week, and sometimes 2 in a week. The other assignment you'll have, written assignment, is a critical thinking essay, which there will be 3 of. And those assignments involve writing actually around a 400-word essay response to the question that I'll post. And you want to check the syllabus to see when those are due. That is an essay assignment, and it's going to be submitted directly to me. and you'll do it using the Moodle system, and you actually will type your response directly into the form that is provided with the assignment. You're certainly welcome to compose your essay in a word processing program, but ultimately your answer is going to have to be submitted through the link in Moodle. So you're not uploading it to me, you're actually typing it directly into the form or copying it from a Word document and then pasting it into the form up for the assignment. And if you have any questions about how to do that, just let me know. The rubric for that assignment is also in the syllabus, so you want to make sure you're following that. It does need to be at least 400 words, and you're going to be responding fully to the question that I posed for that topic. So there will be some weeks where you'll have both the critical thinking question and one discussion board question. Other weeks you'll have 2 discussion board questions. And then throughout the semester, you're going to be taking several exams. There are 3 exams, and the dates are listed in the syllabus. They are timed exams, which means that you do need to answer all of the questions in the time allotted. And I try to give you as much time as possible, but it's not unlimited time, unlimited, because just as if this were an on-campus class, you would have a time limit to your on-campus exam. I have to set a time limit for the online as well. I try to set it up in a way that you have plenty of time to answer the questions and move on to the next. I will say that while certainly you'll be taking this on your own time, on your own computer, the exams are not really designed to be open book, open note. So there is a time limit, and you want to make sure you are prepared to take the exam when you log into it. Because you can only log in once. If you log out and try to log in again, it won't let you back in. And so you want to make sure that when you're taking the exam that you're ready to take it, that you have enough time and pay attention to the time limit listed with the exam. And it should give you at least a minute or more per question. All the questions are multiple choice. So you should be able to answer those within a minute or less. Again, I know sometimes people have concerns about the time limit, but it really is important because I'm expecting that when you log in, you will be ready to take the exam. In terms of grades, the grades will be posted in the grades section of Moodle. I try to grade all of your assignments within 1 week of when they were submitted to me. And once I grade something, you'll see your grade in the grade section, and I always include some comments on your written work, so please make sure you pay attention to my comments, especially if you lose any points, you can see why you lost points. Make sure that when you're doing any assignment, particularly when you're working on the exams, that your internet connection is reliable. So make sure you're not doing it in the middle of a thunderstorm or some other time when the power is likely to go out. Make sure your internet is okay, that your computer is ready, and please don't have other windows open when you're taking the exams. Have only the window open for the exam. And again, please make sure you pay attention to the due dates and due times. I will not give extensions unless you have an emergency, so make sure you're prepared to submit the assignments when they're due. Everything is always due at 5 p.m. And again, Thursday at 5 is when your first response to the discussion board is due, and then everything else is due at 5 p.m. on Sunday, including the exams. I will communicate with you regularly through the email system, so make sure you're checking your Hawkmail so you know any class announcements I've sent out. I do have an office on campus. It's located in the campus safety building. I'm in room N206 across from the faculty union office. So if you're on campus and you want to meet with me, you can stop in there. And then my contact information is in the syllabus. My phone number is 313-845-9709. And my email address, which is also in the syllabus, is ewrader, EWRADER, @hfcc.edu. So if you have any questions, you'd like to meet with me, or any other concerns about the class, please let me know. But just please keep in mind that this is going to move along very quickly, so you don't want to fall behind. So make sure you're doing work from the very beginning, and you're not missing assignments. Because if you miss a couple of assignments, you're going to fall too far behind to be able to succeed. So this is a class that does meet for just 8 weeks, and we're going to be moving pretty quickly. So looking forward to the semester. I always enjoy meeting students, so if you want to come by my office, I'd be glad to meet with you, but otherwise, I will see you online. All right, have a great week and a great semester. Bye.